everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to be telling you about some fragrances I have in my collection that I am excited to start wearing in the autumn months. I am patiently waiting for the weather to cool down a bit. During the summer here in Scotland, it's actually been quite hot, and a lot of these fragrances here, I've not been able to wear them for the last few months because it's just been too warm, and a lot of these would just be quite cloying in that sort of warm weather. But autumn is almost approaching, and I'm really very excited about that because quite a few of these fragrances here are some of my favourites. I would say on the whole, quite a few of my favourite perfumes would be too much for the summer. So, you know, when it comes to autumn and winter, that's when I can really start wearing a lot of my favourite perfumes. Today I have some English breakfast tea with me. Feel free to grab yourself a hot drink if you would like, and share in the comments which drink you have chosen if you would like to have a drink while you watch today's video. And without further ado, let's get started with today's fragrances. First up today, we have Narciso Rodriguez for her Eau de Toilette. Now, in case you're wondering why it's in this slightly different kind of shape of bottle, it's because it's a limited edition 75ml size. That's why it looks slightly different, in case you're wondering. It has this kind of tapered in shape here. And it's just a bit different, but that's why it's in the limited edition size. So this fragrance is absolutely stunning. Of course, it is such a classic in my collection. This bottle is fairly new, but it is a repurchase. So I did used to own this perfume before, and I really missed it. It's kind of a staple now. So I did repurchase it, this bigger 75ml bottle. The atomizer on this is insane. Let me just show you. So I just want to show you the atomizer on this fragrance because it really is something to behold. So isn't that incredible, you guys? And this fragrance is just something else, honestly. It is this magnetic, alluring, something you just can't even quite put your finger on, you know. So I believe, from what I can recall anyway, this is an ambery, musky, slightly floral kind of perfume. You really get the musk with this one and the amber notes as well. It's just so beautiful, and when this melts into your skin, it's so incredibly divine. And the reason I've not been able to wear this one in the summer months is because it is fairly potent, I would say, particularly after it's warmed up on your skin. So this is one of those perfumes that I would say once you actually spray it onto your skin, it will warm up and then project quite a lot. And for me personally, that is a bit too much in the warmer weather. I would say quite a lot of the Narciso fragrances actually have been a bit too intense for the summer months, just because of the very prominent musk notes that they have in there. They really seem to come out when they warm up on your skin, like I was saying. So on a really warm summer day, it can actually be a bit too much, in my opinion. But in the autumn and winter, these fragrances would be absolutely stunning. Let me know if you also find that with the Narciso fragrances. Do you find them a bit too overwhelming in the warmer months, or have you been wearing your Narciso Rodriguez fragrances throughout this summer? Just let me know in the comments. But that is Narciso Rodriguez for her Eau de Toilette. This is a beast mode fragrance, I would say, especially for an Eau de Toilette concentration. To this day, I find that astounding, the fact that this is supposedly an Eau de Toilette. I've briefly tried the Eau de Parfum version, and it's also very nice. Sorry if you heard my thumb click there. The Eau de Parfum is also very nice, slightly different with the notes as well. I believe that one has rose and peach, whereas this one has some white florals, amber and musk, etc. But from what I can recall, they were both a similar kind of strength of scent, even though this is the Eau de Toilette and that's the Eau de Parfum. But anyway, this is the one that I own for now. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to start wearing it in the autumn. So that's Narciso Rodriguez for her Eau de Toilette. Next we have another one from the Narciso Rodriguez house, and that is Narciso. I believe it's just called Narciso. It's the white cube. And this is a gorgeous fragrance, you guys. I don't think it would be for everyone, and I wouldn't recommend blind buying it because I've heard very, very mixed reviews on this one. but to me it is absolutely stunning. So it's kind of creamy from your gardenia notes, so it's kind of got those white floral notes in there. I believe it has a note of white rose. So it's just this beautiful kind of soft, mild, feminine, creamy, woody, musky, floral scent, and it's absolutely stunning to me. This fragrance is creamy, it's kind of silky smooth, woody and kind of sweet in a woody kind of way. It's not what I would consider to be a very sweet perfume at all, but it is very naturally sweet in a woody, floral kind of way, but very subtly so. So if you're looking for a really sweet perfume, I wouldn't really say that you're going to get that from this perfume here. It's not that sweet, but to me it still kind of is, particularly when it warms up on your skin and the musk notes kind of blend in, they melt in with your skin chemistry, and then it almost gets a bit sweeter as time goes on, maybe. It's one of those very subtle, magical kind of fragrances that just melt into your skin, and I absolutely adore it. I think it would make a fantastic signature scent because of the musky nature of it, because of how it's quite mild to me, but it's still strong. So it smells very natural. You get those woody notes, you get the musk, and you get those creamy florals as well. And it's just such a pleasant everyday fragrance, extremely versatile. So you could wear this to any occasion, I would say. The only thing with this one is it is a bit too much in the high heat, I have found personally. So I wore this to work one day and it was very stuffy, and yeah, just a day in the summer, I think it was maybe last month or something like that, and I found it a little bit too much. I found it a little bit overbearing, because this is quite a strong perfume, I would say. I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10 for the strength, and in the high heat it can project even more. So I did find it a little bit too much on that day. So of course, with that being said, I'm excited to start wearing it more in the autumn and winter. I quite like spraying more of this for some reason. I spray quite a lot of this when I wear it, just sort of like all around me and things like that, and it was a bit too much in the summer. I mean, to be fair, I probably could have sprayed less and it would have been fine, but anyway, you guys, I'm really excited to start wearing this one more often because it is a love of mine. I do love this perfume, but over the last few months I've not really been wearing it. I've been wearing it, but not as much as I would like to because it's still been quite warm here. So that is the gorgeous Narciso from Narciso Rodriguez. Next up today we have Dalia Divin le Nectar de Parfum Eau de Parfum Intense from Givenchy. This is a relatively new addition to my collection and I love it. I absolutely love this perfume, you guys. It's velvety, it's very smooth, it's rich, it's kind of sweet, but very subtly so. It kind of reminds me of liquid gold in a way. Now, this specific perfume I can't find online. I don't know if it's been discontinued, but this specific version that I have here, the Eau de Parfum Intense Le Nectar, this one anyway, I can't seem to find it online anywhere, so I've not been able to like look at the notes. So I don't know exactly which notes are in this fragrance, but to my nose I can kind of smell some, perhaps some yellow florals. There's a very rich, kind of opulent, sweet, voluptuous quality to this fragrance that I feel it's reminding me of certain yellow florals, maybe Lang Lang and Frangipani, but again, I don't know what's in here, but to me that's kind of almost what it smells like. Maybe there's some amber in here. It's kind of rich and warm in a very soft, diffused kind of way. I believe there is vanilla in here, maybe tonka bean. It's kind of powdery, but in a very subtle, almost like, yeah, it's powdery, almost if you imagine a big luxurious cloak being wrapped around you. This definitely has quite a luxurious quality to it, but in an understated kind of way. It's not overly like flashy or glamorous, it's understated, it's it's quieter, you know, it's not a fragrance that's shouting and trying to get a lot of attention or anything like that. But that's exactly why I love this perfume, you guys. It's a bit more understated, it's very classy to me, still extremely elegant and luxurious. It's just so beautiful, kind of addictive as well in a way, and I can see this one being super versatile, But again, the only thing with this one is it is quite strong. So in the height of summer, I wouldn't necessarily feel like, I just don't think I'd feel that comfortable wearing this in the height of summer because it is quite rich. I mean, it's this one here, the one that I have is an Eau de Parfum Intense. So I know there are other versions of this perfume, so you can get just the original Eau de Parfum, or I believe there are different versions that you can get, but this one that I own is the intense one. So, you know, for that reason, I wouldn't really say that it's like a summer perfume. I would definitely feel more comfortable wearing this one in the autumn and winter, and I think that that is when it will really shine. So that is the gorgeous Dalia Divin le Nectar de Parfum Eau de Parfum Intense from Givenchy. Next up today we have the beautiful Dolce Gabbana, the only one. Now, out of the two that I own this one and I have the only one too. I've kind of decided that the only one too is going to be a declutter. I don't really want to keep that one in my collection anymore, but this one, you guys, is a gem. I really, really enjoy this one. I think it smells stunning. I love this perfume so much. The thing I really like about this particular perfume is the fact that it almost has a little bit of everything in it. So it's kind of a fruity fragrance, but it's also gourmand. It's also a powdery floral kind of scent. It's got your coffee notes in here. It's got your caramel, your pear as well, I believe, your violet and iris perhaps. I really, really enjoy this one. I would say I've actually grown to enjoy this one more as time has gone on. When I first purchased it, I liked it, but I didn't know if it was going to be, you know, a proper, like a keeper. I didn't know how much I was going to enjoy it as time went on. But as it turns out, I've grown to love it more and more. And I would say for sure in the autumn and winter, this is going to be a go-to favorite of mine. It's so lovely and sweet, but in such a nice kind of way. For some reason, I don't find this one too sweet, even though it is an extremely sweet perfume. I just think it's almost kind of complex to me. Like, there is a lot going on in here and it's kind of interesting without being too much. And the sweetness in here, it's kind of a warm, inviting sweetness, you know, maybe from the caramel mixing with the coffee, and then the kind of powdery florals mixing with the caramel to create this overall sweet, interesting, powdery, gourmand, fruity floral kind of perfume. And I really, really like this one, but I've not been wearing it recently because the weather has still been too warm. But I am really looking forward to those colder days when I could reach for this one. It's so versatile as well. I would wear this like every other day. I think it would be a really good signature scent actually because of how versatile it is. I'm absolutely going to be reaching for this one a lot in the autumn and winter, so that is the only one from Dolce & Gabbana. Next up today we have Parfum de Marly Athalia, and this perfume is absolutely stunning to me, but it's definitely too heavy for the summer, without a doubt. This one has incense in it. It has your iris, it's got your orange blossom, your bitter orange. I believe there's vanilla in here, there's musk in here, amber as well. And I think depending on certain things, I don't know what causes this, but sometimes I can smell the incense more than other times. I think this is kind of my shape-shifting perfume actually. I have found that this fragrance smells different on me pretty much every time I wear it, which is kind of interesting. It's beautiful though. Today it's smelling very powdery, very creamy, very pleasant. The incense note is not overly strong today, which is kind of nice. But it's a very heavy perfume, Athalia. It's very, very beautiful, intoxicating as well in a very soft, feminine kind of way. I just love it. And for sure in the autumn and winter, I'm gonna really enjoy wearing this one. It's just so beautiful. It's very kind of elegant as well and opulent. I quite like the sweetness in here as well because it's not overly sweet. It's nowhere near the same level of sweetness as Delina Exclusive, for example. That's another one I own from this line. And Athalia is definitely more subtle with the sweetness. It's not really, I wouldn't describe this as a sweet perfume. I would say that Athalia is perhaps the same level of sweetness as, you know, this fragrance, and maybe Athalia is maybe a bit sweeter than Narciso, but it's on the same kind of level, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of sweet. in a very subtle, natural kind of way, which is something I'm really enjoying in fragrances at the moment. This perfume is something else, you guys. It's really, really beautiful. I would say the amber note in here and the muskiness is quite strong. Yeah, it's definitely very strong, those heavy base notes in here, which again makes it perfect for the colder weather in my personal opinion. Very unique as well. There's something extremely unique about this fragrance. Very memorable. You know, if you smelt this on somebody, I just think it would be a very memorable kind of perfume because it doesn't smell like anything else that I've smelt before. Wow, so that is Parfum de Marly Athalia, a perfume I'm really looking forward to start wearing more often in the autumn and winter. Next we have Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25. I love this perfume, and to be honest, I have been wearing it every now and then in the summer, but I would say that overall I'm just going to feel more comfortable wearing this in slightly cooler weather. It is pretty versatile overall. It kind of reminds me of Oud Bouquet, but this one is easier to wear. It's nicer. I actually prefer this one for me personally. And like I say, I have been wearing it a few times recently. But yeah, I would definitely say that I'm going to enjoy this more in the cooler weather, like a lot of my heavier fragrances. It's just kind of the way I feel about that sort of thing. But I love this one, you guys. It's so beautiful. So there is a kind of slight spiciness to this fragrance. There's pink pepper, of course, which is really quite apparent in the opening with the bergamot. There's rose in here, there's saffron, I believe, magnolia as well, perhaps, sandalwood. It's just a stunning perfume. I really, really like this one. It's kind of sweet in a very addictive kind of way, you know, sweet in a very kind of refined way as well. It's just so stunning, you guys. Oh my gosh, extremely flirty, feminine, that kind of thing. And I really, really enjoy this one. But like I say, I think I will definitely wear it more in the autumn and winter. Next up today, we have kind of a funny one, you guys. It's Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette from Dior. And I'm interested to see if I will wear this more in the autumn and winter, because I rarely wear this one, actually. I have put quite a bit of a dent in it. I don't know if you can see, it's maybe down to about here. But in recent months I've not been wearing it, you know, and the reason that I've worn so much of it already is because I overspray it, because to me this fragrance is kind of, it's not that strong, so I do overspray it, so that's why I've worn so much of it so far. But in the summer I've not been wearing it because to me this is a very cozy, almondy, sweet, vanillic kind of fragrance, with your really prominent sandalwood note as well. These are all notes that I would love to smell in the colder weather. I'm interested to see if I will wear this in the autumn and winter though, because part of me wonders if it might end up being a declutter. I'm not 100% sure, but I will certainly wait and see if I start reaching for this one more often. If not, then it might very well end up being a declutter, but we'll see, you guys. I think the scent profile lends itself very nicely to the colder weather, but it's just a shame that it's not actually that strong a scent. I do kind of want to try the Eau de Parfum version. That's one that I actually have kind of on my radar at the minute, and I think that one would be stunning in the colder weather because it'll have a bit more oomph, you know. But this one, it's not really that strong. And it's kind of a funny one because, you know, it's not that strong, so you might think, oh, you could wear it in the summer, but the notes themselves make me feel more wintry, you know. That's the kind of fragrance that I would want to smell more in the autumn and winter, but it's not that strong, so it's kind of like a funny one, you know, but we'll see. So that is Hypnotic Poison from Dior, a fragrance that I may reach for more in the autumn and winter, but we'll see. Next up today we have Cherry Casino from Jua Fragrances, and this one is really, really nice, you guys. This is a combination of your Tom Ford Lost Cherry and also Baccarat Rouge. It's an inspired by fragrance, but it's a hybrid of those two scent profiles essentially, which is really innovative in my opinion. I think it was a really great idea to merge those two perfumes because they do work very well together. You definitely get a lot of the cherry in this fragrance. You do get that Baccarat Rouge DNA as well, but they blend really well together, like I say. And I have really enjoyed wearing this perfume, just in general, but I think in the autumn months it will be particularly nice, you know. I just think something about this fragrance makes me think of the autumn. So yeah, I'm really excited to start wearing this one more often. That is Cherry Casino from Jua Fragrances. And next up today we have Versace Crystal Noir Eau de Toilette. This is a fantastic fragrance, you guys. I mean, kind of recently I have been wearing this one quite a lot. So far this has been kind of like my self-care fragrance. I wear this a lot in the evenings after I've had a bath or a shower, and I'm just relaxing of an evening, watching YouTube, just, I don't know, maybe with a face mask on, just looking after myself, you know. And this has been a really enjoyable fragrance for me to wear in those kind of scenarios. But I do think once the weather cools down a little bit, I will wear this one out. I will see how I like it, you know, just wearing it out and about. Because this scent profile to me, it is quite mysterious in my opinion. It's kind of dark, but it's not that heavy, maybe because this is the Eau de Toilette concentration. It's not really that dark to me. It's kind of mysterious and it's unusual, but it's fruity and kind of floral with sandalwood. Yeah, this is a really nice one, you guys. There's tuberose in here as well, there's fig, there's that really nice creamy sandalwood kind of note. And overall, I really enjoy this one. Like I say, up to now, it's kind of been my self-care fragrance of an evening just in the house. But in the autumn and winter, I'm gonna try and just like wear it out a few times and see how I like it. I'm sure it'll be very nice in those kind of situations. So that is Versace Crystal Noir Eau de Toilette. So there we have it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments section which fragrances you're looking forward to start wearing again in the colder months. Just let me know in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you again for watching. I'm going to leave a few other videos up on the screen here that you may also enjoy if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon on my next video. Bye!